Everyone's on the dining table. Oh, I'm gonna go in.
Coming outside.
What's up?
I'm like in the worst mood.
Oh, because you talked to Lydia?
Yeah. Well, I talked to her. You want some covers?
Yeah.
I'm clean now. Ugh. I talked to Lydia, and then I told Jesse, and then I was like, I heard you guys wanted to talk to me. He is such a fucking douchebag. Like, give him a mirror too. Let him stare at it. Like, I walked up there and I was like,
Jesse?
Yeah. And I looked at him, I was like, you guys want to talk to me? He was like, he said something smart. He's always got something smart to say, make you feel stupid. And he was like, I'm naked right now. Like, you got a fucking towel on. Like, what did you want to talk to me? You walk around here anyways with your top off. So what's the difference with the towel, right? So we're sitting there talking. And they were like telling me how that I was like sticking up for you. And I was like, well, maybe you need to just talk to Jeff. They're like, we've tried. And then they said that you had a chance to, I guess, something like whenever they were asking your opinion, you had a chance to save Lydia and save me from being on the block, but you didn't, and that they just wanted to make me aware of that.
Are you serious? Did you laugh though?
No.
You didn't laugh?
No.
You weren't like, that's total bullshit?
I was just like, okay. Don't want him to think that I believe him, And then,
wow.
Yeah, I know. And I told him, I said, I feel like there's some person in this house starting up lies. And they're like, give us an example. Give us an example. I was like, for instance, somebody told Michelle that you were going to put her up on the block. And I was like, and that wasn't the case. And he said that, what did he say? They're like, no. He said, talking about the first person falling that, you suggested. I said, yeah, he told me that. They're like, so what do you mean? He said her name. I go, he didn't directly say he wanted her up. And they were like, he could have saved you and Lydia. And
what do you mean you? You weren't even mentioned at all in the fucking conversation.
Well, they said that you could have saved me and Lydia and you didn't. And then so that they have Lydia kind of believing that like you could have saved her, but you didn't.
How could I have saved her? They didn't tell me who was going up.
I guess because they suggested Lydia's name and you didn't say, like, not to put her up.
That's such a blame shit. Oh my God,
I know, man. I can't stand him. So then we get up and he's like, that's it. And they're like, oh yeah. And they said that they told you, like me, you, Jesse, Natalie, and I guess Lydia be a team, and that you never said yes or no. Because they were like, were you aware of that? And I was like, no. And then they were like, see, he didn't even tell you that.
That I didn't tell you that when I went up there and talked to him, that I go, Jesse, listen, I want you to know that I'm for your team. Remember when I said that? And I go,
I don't know. I think they meant like an alliance, like us.
Yeah. And remember when
I don't remember. I told him no.
Remember when we were sitting over there and I go, I talked to Jesse, I'm like, listen, I'm here first and foremost for the team. And he goes, are you cool with everyone in the house? I go, yeah, I'm real cool with Jesse and I'm real cool with Jordan and Lydia. And he goes, yeah, be cool with them and make sure they don't put us on the block and vice versa.
Oh, that's
I go,
what
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, I didn't know that was it. I thought something else, but I was like, no, I wasn't aware of that.
Dummy.
I didn't know. God. Listen, I'm up here sticking up for you, so shut up. And then, what else did they say? What else was that? I don't know. And then he was like, well, I'm going to go downstairs or something like that. And then I was like, okay. And then him, Lydia, and Natalie just sat in, like, there. And he was like, wait, I got to talk to you, talking to Natalie. And then Lydia stayed in there. And then I walked out. So I know they started talking about me.
You're dead.
I know.
Lydia flipped.
I think they're going to save Lydia and put me on the block. Me and Shima, probably. I seriously walked out and I wanted to cry. I was about to start. That's why when I walked out here, I was trying to so I got in the shower.
Dude, they fucking twist everything so hard.
I don't believe a word he says. I do not like him at all. He talks to me like I am like an idiot. I stopped him for 1 second. I go, stop. I was like, you're talking like you're my father. He was. If we can just get Shima out, I'll feel okay. I'm like stressing out now, and I think I'm gone now.
I can't believe they fucking flipped Lydia,
and then they
man.
told me, they were like, we're not after, you're safe. We're not after you. We're just letting you know we're not gunning for you. I'm like, bullshit. I am not stupid. They want me to probably be blind about it and think that they're not after me because they probably don't want me to say something because they were like, you and Jeff are a strong team.
Dude, it's because they're blowing smoke up your ass.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe a fucking word they say. I can't believe Lydia. What a fucking snake.
No, I was talking to her about it. I told her about how they're trying to, I told her that I didn't say Lonnie. I said that, I don't, remember me telling you, because when I was up there with her, just me and her, just me and little Leah, I told her, I was like, I don't trust Russell. And I was like, and I can tell you, I gave her examples. I was like, for instance, he stopped someone today and said that he could guarantee that he could take you off and save you if this person, did something else. And I was like, they're making up lies. I gave the example with Michelle. I gave up. But the way Jesse says things, it sounds believable. I swear to God. Like the way he puts things. I was like, I just want to get my blanket and sit out here.
One more.
I remember
It's
the
fucking amazing.
Gotta get that last one.
Hope it's the last one. Excuse me.
That's amazing.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm just like, and we're like, you're always with Jeff, just like it's always me and Jesse, and there's nobody else on that team. And I'm like, whatever. It's like all y'all. Like, shut up.
Why don't you say that? I'll go talk to them, by myself, because they think they
Me
can like
too.
smooth talk you,
I'm just mad. I'm gonna cry.
No way, I'll talk to them. I can't believe they make up shit. I'm gonna call them on every one of their fucking things that they made up that I know, and be like, dude, I'm the person who said that, so I know what I said.
You got sparkles. Is that for me? I think it's for me.
Did you put sparkles on?
I don't know. Maybe my lotion has sparkles. I put Neosporin on my face for that huge pimple I had. There's a camera right behind you.
He's alive.
Don't you wish you could kind of dim the lights just a little bit so that it's not like, "Pew!"
I'm a man who likes dim lights, that's for sure.
Put on some
Do you like
softies.
Sade? I bet you make love to that.
Did you hear that? Like what you...
So amazing.
Holy shit.
There it is.
That's hilarious. I had the chance. Dude, I can't wait till everyone watches this on TV because when they go back,
God.
everyone's gonna be like, dude, that's exactly what Jeff said. Exactly what Jeff said is exactly what happened. To a fucking T. I mean, word for word. I could do the script. I went up there to be nice because I cooked tuna for everyone. I should have never even went up there. And then they just pawned everything off on me. I suggested, they asked me what I would do if I was an HOH. They didn't ask me to protect anybody. They didn't tell me who was going up. They didn't do anything. And they flipped for 30 seconds while I was running out of the room because I'm like, dude, I just cooked that tuna. It's on the table. I'm like, I want to get some, I'm like, so we got that tuna.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. I'm like, so you want to eat that tuna?
It was great tuna, too.
It was delish.
And how long was after from when I cooked it? Maybe 3 minutes?
Max.
Searing doesn't take long.
I mean, you know how long when I went up there to ask them if they wanted some to be nice and to be a nice guy? You know how many times I was a nice guy in my life to the wrong people and just fucking took it in the ass, man? And usually I'm a dickhead and people are like, you're such an asshole sometimes. I'm like, really? You save the heartache.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you try to fucking give people the benefit of the doubt and they flip the script on you, dude. I fucking wish I poisoned that fucking tuna.
Actually, I ate
Not your
most of it.
pieces.
I had the last two. It got right
Not
to me.
Casey's pieces.
I wish I fucking made an X-Lax tuna. And they would have just been shitting
I bet
themselves.
this comforter's so dirty. Drag this thing around everywhere
I
like
bet
it's
y'all
my
make up, man. Y'all
child.
make up.
Huh?
Y'all make up.
Make up? No, I don't think so, man.
My
There's too much.
prediction.
Really? Who do you think will make up?
I don't know who's going. I don't know. You guys, all three of y'all men on that team seem like pretty strong personalities with lots of pride.
Russell, I will not make up with. I'm too big of a. Too much shit has happened. I'm too much of a fucking.
Too much shit has been
Too much
talked.
pride. Yeah, I don't forget, man. Jesse,
At the same time, man, you know,
Where are you going,
getting my water.
He's
cup.
getting pissed.
Casey?
I like
no,
to go
I
in
don't
there.
even want to.
I like to go in there right now. They're all sitting at the table and fucking.
Hey, just listening to Natalie's stories about fighting cops and breaking her nose.
I should just go in there and be like, listen, this is what went down, so everyone can have this opinion, and this is exactly what happened, word for word, and this is the way it is. So everyone else, whatever's
Yeah,
happened,
think for yourself. Figure it out.
whatever's happened, you know, you can go home and watch the TV, and it's gonna be word for word what I said. So if you know, if you want to believe it, believe it. But I'm not the one running around the house covering my fucking tracks. Dude, I told Michelle what I said, and I said, you know, put up the first person who drops or the second person who drops. And I told it to Michelle, and she goes, that's understandable. I would do the same thing. Because that's what I said logically. What would you do if today you had to pick somebody?
I'm going home. I know I am. They're
What?
going to take Lydia off the block and then put Mia up against Keisha. Or whatever her name is.
No, what are you
Keisha
talking
Shima
about?
Libra.
And
Through
put me up
through all the
against
black people from.
Shima. And I'm going home. I know it. I bet y'all $1,000.
White strips.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you're good. That's not possible.
No, I am. I know.
Because
I
I'm
am.
destined.
I would say don't worry about it, but I've been worrying about it since Tuesday when we got here.
I know I am. Casey, I don't like the way Jesse talks to me. He talks down sometimes. Like, talks like you're an idiot. Do you ever get that?
No. But I'm tall. Sorry.
If you slept on that hard bed back there, you'd grow an extra inch. Straighten out your back.
Mm-hmm.
It really does it. And hanging upside
I'm
down.
sorry to hear that, Jordan. Fuck. All this shit sucks.
I can't go in there and be nice because I'm just like,
I like
mad.
it.
I'm like-
and
I
I want to
like-
cry.
I like everybody, man, but
I think I want to go in there, man.
No, don't
And put it
go
on
in
the
there
table.
because then it'll cause me drama. I just don't like. I just
Yeah, but I
like
can
want to
speak
cry.
for
nobody
myself.
wants to be talked down to. I mean, I can't be mad about you about that.
He's just like because Lydia told me that he wanted to talk to me. So I go upstairs. I'm like, so you and Natalie want to talk to me? And he's like,
That trips me out.
I'm naked.
You and Natalie want to talk to me.
He
What
goes,
the fuck Natalie got to do anything?
he told me he was like, I'm
Like
naked.
she's the boss.
And I'm
I know.
like,
What is Natalie? What is he fucking consigliere? Dude, take it easy.
and then
Gentleman's
he
gentleman?
Said, I'm like,
Like fucking-
you're
he's
in a
John Gotti
towel
doing
just
that
like
same
how
to
you're
Bull.
in your shorts. You always walk around with your shirt off anyway, so what does it matter? Then he gets ready. He's like, so, what are we talking about?
'Cause
I
he
was
didn't
like,
wanna
I
have the
don't know. I was like,
conversation.
you guys wanted to talk to me. And then he's like, and then I was talking to him. He's like, wait, how long have we been talking right now? He's like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. And then he's like, see, you've talked to me longer than Jeff has and more than something. I don't know. They always bring it back to me and Jeff. And then I told him, I was like, stop talking to me like my father. Like, he would just, like, stuff he says. I'm just like, douchebag. Like, get another mirror and pose in it, please. And look at yourself. And drink your muscle shakes. And work out for 5 hours. And go upstairs and camp out in your room with your new BFF.
That was a verbal lashing.
Oh,
I'm
serious.
serious. I just like, ugh. And then when we left, when I got out of the room, like, it's just like how your father would talk to you. Like, I'm done talking. You know, like when your father would be like that.
We're done
And then
now.
he's like, wait, Natalie, I want to talk to you real quick. And so I get up and then they stay in. And I'm just like, okay, all right.
Every room Jeff and I go into,
They're
everyone
sneaky,
leaves.
Sneaky. I
Yeah, but they
say
think
this
they can,
now.
but they
I
think they
say
can
this
talk
now.
down to you, and they think they can fucking run around like rats. Not one of them has fucking approached me and talk and be like, "Listen, could we talk to you about this?" Because they're making up stories about what I did not say.
I told them that, Casey.
So they haven't talked
I was
to me
like,
yet.
somebody's making up stories in this
You know what I
house.
mean? They're
Yeah.
running
And
around
then
thinking they're cool. They
have
haven't
good
faced me
comebacks.
yet. I
And
haven't.
they're
They
about to
would
blow.
not. I don't
And
think
got
they ever
Bill.
will.
No,
It's
they
me.
haven't brought it to the
And
table.
so
That's why I should
everybody,
go in there
like,
right now and
I was
say
trying
something.
to say it. Like,
you should wait till
I'd have
tomorrow.
something to say.
I think I should sit.
and
They're all sitting
then
around the table, and everyone's there except
Yeah.
Russell.
They were like, "Give us an
which is
instant."
an
I was like,
opportunity.
Which is
somebody
good.
said Jeff.
Was Russell
you know,
sleeping?
Said that he was putting up a show, and then I was like, Jeff didn't say that. And then they said how Jeff said that the first person that fell. I was like, yeah, he did tell me that, but he didn't pinpoint directly say I am, let her go. He gave options. And then they came back with a comeback. They're like, no, he did.
No.
And then they were like, he had an option to save you and Lydia. But
How many
he
people on
didn't.
the now you're on the block too? How many people could be on the fucking block? How many? Is
6
this
people.
fantasy land?
And
They
then-
could throw. I threw you under the bus. I threw Lydia under the bus. I threw
Since I came
Shima
outside.
under the bus, and I threw
Michelle.
Michelle under the bus. How many fucking people are on the bus? There's only 2 people on the block. So how did I railroad 4 people? Is everyone taking crazy motherfucking pills or what?
And since I talked to you and played pool with
For
you,
real?
I'm
Is
on
this
the block.
real? It's not even humanly possible. It's like Jeff came out with 8 arms, man. He was like an octopus. And they're like, really? I knew he was an octopus.
He's the block master.
Yeah, God, I knew that guy had octopus features. Like, what are you doing in
I'm
there?
serious. I'm getting mad. I just can't quit
Yeah,
thinking
it makes
about
no
it, Casey.
sense.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
So welcome to my world.
I'm serious. And
I
like,
sleep from 3 to 7. Okay, so I feel your pain.
No, but Jesse, you don't understand how mad that makes me. Like, they're trying to, and I told them in there, I probably shouldn't have said this. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of getting where I don't really trust Russell because before any of this, I told Lydia a couple days ago, I was like, I don't know if I trust Russell. And it was only because he was going back and forth with people asking questions. Like, he was asking me, if you had a guy to put up, who would you put up? If you had a girl, who would you put up? And then I asked him the same thing. And then,
That's called a mole.
and then he kept going, like, back and forth. Then he said he wanted to put up Ronnie. Then he goes up to Ronnie today and tells him that he knows that they haven't been getting along, that he knows that they haven't, like, connected. But he said that he was out to get Ronnie, and now he's not, like, going after him anymore, and that he could make a deal with him that if he could
Promise him a couple weeks or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, okay, like you just
What's
the
a
other
promise
day
in
you were
this
sitting there
game,
saying
though,
he
really?
wanted Ronnie out.
Dude, I'm going in there.
No, Jeff,
Just- he's-
don't go in there because you're gonna get me in trouble.
Get you in trouble? I'm going to fucking tell it how it is.
Just let him get it off the system. He's thought about it. He's smart.
And I just
This is gonna be
no,
good.
Casey. But when I'm in that room, like the way Jesse like approaches it seems so believable. Like what he says, like they were basically we're just trying to let you know, like saying that Jeff was turning against me and Lydia. He did not.
You saw Jesse. He's a good brainwasher too. You saw the last season.
I only made it 4. He made it through 4. That's why he was the 4th person evicted.
Well, in the future, my advice would be to just ask to talk to that person individually.
Right.
I was in there trying to talk to him, and he's like down talks me like I'm an
I'm saying
idiot.
if Natalie, you ask Natalie to leave or whatever. Excuse me, can I talk to Jesse alone, please? Thank you.
And he's trying to down talk me.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie.
But I know I'm next up. I know I'm up. Have to win head of household. Have to win. Or Jeff or somebody. Actually, I don't want Jeff to win it because I don't want his team to be safe.
Right. I would say that team could stand to experience what the rest of us are experiencing.
And I told them, in season 5 when it was the Scott and when Marvin,
4 horsemen.
yeah, and how they felt like they could rule the house. I feel like that's how them 3
After
are.
1 week.
Yeah.
After 1
And I
week.
feel like them 3 are wanting to rule the house, and I feel like they're the ones that think that everybody's kind of like staying away from her, is kind of like intimidated by, because they're trying to turn everybody against everybody, so everybody will stay on their side, so they'll have more votes. And they keep saying, oh, it's just Jesse and Natalie. It is not just Jesse and Natalie. I'm sorry. And I told him, I said, and I gave him an example. I said, Natalie, if it was against me and you, you would get it because you would have more votes, because you would have Shima, you would have Kevin, you would have Jesse, you would have Laura, you would have, I don't know,
Lydia.
maybe you, all them. And I was like, you would so win it over me. And they're like, no, that's not true. We don't talk to, Shima's pissed off at me right now. We're not close. I go, you were just down there talking to her. What do you mean you're not close?
They stay up all the time.
It's annoying.
For probably about 5